the title is City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. As they get set to match up.
It's raining too, the ugly game. Gritty going.
Leg here, Fields hits at the 24-yard line. And they're going to wind up with a good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. Touchdown, Packers! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Hubbard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Darnold from the gun. And Darnold going to slide to the ground here, but not before he does pick up the 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. 2nd and goal from the 1. Hubbard again, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they can find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. Touchdown, Packers! You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. On play action, Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdes-Scantling. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Gets around him. And he's taken down inside the 30. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now. And that's the difference in this ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play action. It's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Darnold on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll run on 1st down. Hubbard. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chuba Hubbard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Spinning away. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Now a run with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up second and
2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And this is going to be Packer football. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Pass, catch, first down for Tonyan. Undrafted at Indiana State, but he really came on in 2020. 52 catches, and even more importantly, 11 touchdowns.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Dillon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point try now for Crosby. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
95 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On second down now, it's Hubbard. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Hubbard. And some room to roam now. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bulldog.
And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 36, Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
And the Watt family certainly knows how to get to the quarterback. His brother, J.J., he led the NFL in that category twice in 2012 and 2015. And now T.J. enters the record books. Led the league in sacks with 15 in 2020, but he plays so hard, he's always around the quarterback. 61 pressures last year, 16 more than the second-place finisher.
On first down, Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now Darnold. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Darnold. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they take a knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Packers, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.